Okay, so said I was gonna make a video every day. Completely lied about that. Didn't make a video yesterday. Just didn't feel like it, basically. Basically having ongoing feuds all day with people that support Trump. I'm not even American, and it's funny to talk to these people. They are so nice. Absolutely 100% out of touch with reality. I kid you not. These people, it's like they're living in an Escher painting that's drawn by the guy that does Garfield comics. It must be a terrifying place to live, but they seem to enjoy it. Very, very odd. But I've been thinking about, just in the past little while, and people have done videos about this, but absolutely none of them have been this unprofessional. This is a level of unprofessional that you're not going to find on any other YouTube channel. I guarantee it. So, anyways, this is just my life still sucks, but this is a few ways that I blown away by Trump's insanity, absolute, total batshit. Apparently, wind causes cancer. Wind causes cancer. Let that sink in. The level of stupidity. But not just that, there's people out there that believe him, so there's people out there that are freaking out right now. Probably not leaving their homes anymore because they're too afraid that if the wind blows, I'm dead. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's people we don't really want outside, staying inside, so I guess that's a plus. But wind causes cancer. What the hell? What the hell? I live on the west coast of Canada. We get a lot of wind here. We're all screwed. We're all just 1000% boned. I am probably riddled with cancer right now while making this video. Isn't that great? I mean, I hate my life, but apparently I don't have long to go, so that's a plus. But the other day I got a response to this that was just, the irony of the response that I got to saying this being funny is hilarious. Which is just like a circular irony that it's like a loop I can't get out of in my own mind right now. Someone said he was obviously joking. Obviously joking. When has that guy made any jokes? I mean, take it from one person whose life is a joke to another person whose life is a joke. This is me talking directly to President Trump. That wasn't funny, dude. If that was a joke, it wasn't funny. My life is a hilarious joke. I am still waiting for the punchline, but the punchline might be me getting wind cancer. Dude, as someone whose life is a joke, that, if it was a joke, is worse. And that is truly saying something. Like, that's disturbingly meta on just levels I can't comprehend. Way, way past it. Oh. And it kind of gets worse because this is a dude, everything is out to get him. Everything. Fake news. All the news about him is completely fake. So they're all out to get him. Everyone's out to get him. He's got the deep state. He keeps that hamster wheel going in the heads of all his supporters. And I say that not meaning to insult the intelligence of hamsters, but because yeah, his supporters just to say they're as smart as hamsters really does a disservice to hamsters. They're intelligent, cute, cuddly little creatures. A lot of things Trump supporters aren't. Surprise. So he's got the deep state out to get him. It just gets worse and worse. He's under an audit that has lasted for like 4 years. 4. Whenever they ask for tax returns, I'm under audit. The IRS has gone down his throat, and within the past 4 years, they are now literally snaking a freaking fiber optic camera that has gone down his throat and is now coming out of his butt. That is the level of depth, the depth of this audit. It's that could be how he found out how he thinks his dad is in Germany, was born in Germany. He thinks that the IRS has gone so deep into his DNA that they must have found out that his dad was born in Germany. So by that measure, they are now auditing the entire country of Germany because that's linked to Trump somehow. It's the only way I can even comprehend the fact that the audit is taking this long. But then again, though, people who know the rules, something which Trump doesn't really care about, have now kind of broken the I'm an audit myth by saying, guess what? You can still release your tax returns if you're under audit. Moron. Woo! So that's gone out the window. But the pièce de résistance of this entire thing, he says to a crowd of people who think just like him, and all this stuff that he's got going on inside that weird spray tanned, barely haired head of his. And I know it's ironic saying barely haired because look, I've got none, but I'm at least trying to go bald with some well, whatever dignity someone like this can muster. But I mean, he tells them they need to be more paranoid. What? How? How can people that think like you, Trump, be more paranoid? You were so paranoid about losing in 2016 that you literally took a 3-year-old's way out of this and said, if I don't win this election, I'm going to investigate the entire system. But if I win, I'm not going to do anything. What? The immaturity level is it's I don't have words. I don't have words for that. That's how messed up. And yet now he's already said this about the 2020. We're a year and a half away from the 2020 election, and he's literally already said that about this America's upcoming 2020 election. That if I don't win, the election was obviously fixed, and I think everyone should get their guns and declare me the winner anyways. So in 2020, if Trump doesn't win, he has basically just told the right that this will be the start of the new Civil War. Civil War II. America versus America. Oh boy, I have never been so happy to live in Canada. I'm not happy about much in my life, but I'm happy I don't live in America. There are people I talk to on the internet that are the intelligent Americans, and the pity I feel for those people it's a physical thing. I can see it floating in the air when I talk to them. It's just, how do you do this? How do you manage to deal with that guy being in charge of your country? How have you not just fled? But these people are true Americans. They love their country, and they're trying to stop Trump from continuing every day to bend over the country. I wish I was speaking metaphorically, but I'm not. I'm not. And just do it in the butt. Non-consensually, too. Doesn't care if the country resists, nothing. This is a guy that lost by 3 million votes and still said that he lost. He literally did not vote. He got 3 million less votes than Hillary. And he still thinks that he had the most historic win in American history. Yeah, let that sink in too. Let that sink in too. And doing a little research about America, and just in my general pity for the people who live there that have to deal with Trump and all of his trumpets, I found out something about the Electoral College that I didn't know. The Electoral College, the entire Electoral College system, is based on absolute 100% old-fashioned racism. It was way back when African American people were treated like animals, sadly. Ironically, that's now what Trump's calling everyone that's trying to immigrate from Mexico animals. He literally called them animals, rapists, murderers. He is directly racist, which explains why he actually supports the Electoral College. Because the Electoral College was created because there were states that had a higher amount of African American slaves than white privileged jackasses that could actually vote. And the white people that could vote were upset that other places who had less slaves and more white privileged jackasses, that they were getting more of a say in the election than they were. Well, that's not fair. That's not American. That's not democratic. So, in an attempt to basically placate these overprivileged little SOBs, they decided to put the Electoral College in. And the Electoral College gave the states that had less white people who could vote the same amount of what's the word I'm looking for? Privilege, as the states that had more white people that could vote, just to make things fair. So, because African American people could not vote in the U.S., the Electoral College was put into place so that all the overprivileged white people had the same amount of overprivilege, basically. Didn't matter the population. That didn't matter at all. Because back then slaves were, as Trump calls Mexicans today, animals. Which they're not. It's staggeringly Neanderthal, even now, how bad that was. But that's beside the point. And so this is a system that, for some reason, is still in place. And this archaic, racist, fascist, let's even call it communistic, just for those trumpets that might actually be watching this eventually, this system is still in place, and guess what? My poor, intelligent American friends, this is the reason Trump managed to win. People wonder why racists like Trump. Because a racist system gave him power. And yeah, how effed up is that, right? It's one of those things where you don't want to think about it too long or go into too much detail while you're thinking about it in your head, because honestly, at this point, my nose isn't bleeding, but it feels like it should be. And then this is the guy that's saying that people need to be, the racist system is rigged to put a racist in power, and that's exactly what happened. Yet he is now saying to all of his racist friends, and I'm going to go so far as to say at this point that if you support Trump, that makes you a racist. No, There's no sugarcoating at this point, people. That makes you a racist. Congrats. And then the last thing, and this is the worst part about it, is this is all from one speech, people. He said these 3 different things. And this, the last one, I mean, the first 2 are ironic, don't get me wrong. But this one is the ironic, like, 40-story cherry on the tiny regular cake. He said that if you're near a wind turbine, that your real estate value, the value of your house, drops 75%. I'm sort of wondering, like, I haven't heard anyone call that a joke, but could it be maybe that he thought, like, I mean, Trump's very senile, so he could have thought he was winking at the time, because maybe he's giving a course on how to commit real estate fraud. He's saying that, maybe he's trying to say that, hey, people living near wind turbines, when it's tax season, because you're near a wind turbine, your house is worth 75% less than it was before the wind turbine. Wink, wink. And then when it comes to getting selling your house, you can put it back up because it's near a wind turbine. Wink, wink. Because that's how Trump's real estate fraud really isn't that, like, it's not really that complex. It's basically, okay, I'm being audited by the IRS, or I have to pay taxes, which he doesn't always do, I'm pretty sure, because we're going to find that out hopefully on Wednesday when he has to when the tax returns have to be released. But when it comes to paying taxes, his property is worth. Now this is me making up a number, so it's very Trumpian of me to do this. So jump on that if you like. I don't give a crap at this point. When it comes to paying taxes, his property and his wealth is 90% less than when it comes to not paying taxes. He undervalues his property when it comes to paying taxes, yet when he goes to sell it, he balloons it about 400%. That's very illegal. Like, do not pass go, do not collect $100. Go straight to prison. And as far as I know, and believe me, I don't know technically. I'm very much using the Google to help me with a lot of this stuff that I've looked up, because I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way he's that stupid. And click. Yeah, he's that stupid. Wow. That's a massive amount of real estate fraud, and it will all show in his tax returns. And as far as I know too, that might be the reason he's been so hesitant to release his tax returns. And all the people online, the trumpets, you blow in their ass and they scream out their mouths like a good little trumpet. They all say, just get over it, you lost. Because apparently everyone that thought there was going to be Trump collusion, the Mueller report, due to the Mueller report, they all lost. It was all just one big game. Nothing to do with the law, nothing to do with democracy and bending over democracy and doing it in the butt like Trump's doing to your country right now. It was all about a game. And apparently everyone that thought Trump colluded lost, because he didn't. But here's a quick little point at the end here. The Mueller investigation was just looking into collusion during the 2016 election. Guess what that means? That means that the moment he was, and I use the term very loosely, elected, he could have started colluding, and that would not have been under the purview of the Mueller investigation to investigate. So yeah, there's that. It's, I feel like I'm too close to America at this point. I feel like I'm going to be infected by Trump's stupidity across the border. I want to directly contact George R.R. Martin and ask him, I said, is there any chance that you know real magic and you can help us create an ice wall across the Canadian border? Not to stop people from coming in, just to stop Trump's stupidity from going north. Because it's staggering. And I have actually run into Canadians that support him. It is spreading. Oh, what if Trump is the cancer that the wind turbines spread? Oh boy. Oh, I wasn't sitting down already. I need to sit down because I'm going to need a minute to process that one. Okay, anyways, this video has gone long. I don't even know. I don't know how many people watch it. I think one of my videos actually has 16 views now, and the more views I get, the more disturbed I am by the entire thing that anyone wants to watch me. But I may have made a few good points here, but we'll let the internet decide. If you, I don't think I've ever said this on any of my videos yet. Maybe one is from a couple of years ago, but I sure as hell haven't felt like I needed to say it for any of these ones. But why not? This one's will be controversial and piss Trump supporters off, so why not? Let's go ahead. Come at me, bros. Come at me. If you like this video, feel free to give it a like. If you don't like it, feel free to do that as well. Give it a dislike. Or if you want to just try and make fun of me. Here's that little whisper thing. You can't do it. I hate myself more than you'll ever hate me. So, like I said before, come at me, brah. Leave a like, comment if you, or comment below. Feel free. Anyways, my life sucks, and I just made another video.